Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm happy that we're here together again in our class. So before we begin our class, I want to ask you guys, how are you today? How are you today, Tamara?
I feel not good today.
You feel not good today. Why do you feel not good today?
Because I have sore throat.
Say it again. I don't feel good today because I have sore throat.
I don't feel good today because I have sore throat.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Lily? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very exciting.
One more time.
Yes.
I want you to say, I'm feeling very excited.
I'm feeling very excited.
Okay, thank you. Lily. You're done, Lily? Esther? Esther, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty well.
You're pretty well today.
Yes.
That's fine. That's great. So now you're ready to study?
Yes.
Okay, we're ready to study. Let's begin with this one. What am I holding? What am I holding? Tamara, what am I holding?
You're holding a pen.
Pen. Good. What am I doing? What am I doing? Esther, what am I doing, Esther?
You writing something.
Am I writing something?
You are writing something.
Am I writing something? Look at me now. What am I doing? I am holding a pen. Please answer.
I am holding a pen.
You are holding a pen.
You are holding a pen.
Okay, one more time. What am I doing, Esther? What am I doing, Esther?
You are holding a pen.
I'm holding a pen. That's very good. So, is the word pen a verb or a noun? Is the word pen a verb or a noun? Lily?
Pen is noun.
Very good. Is the word hold a verb or a noun, Esther? Is the word verb? Is the word hold a verb or a noun, Esther?
Hold.
Mm-hmm. The word hold?
Hold is verb.
It is a verb. So today, our topic has something to do about verbs and nouns. Alright? Let me begin with, saying the description of a verb. A verb is a word we use for an action, while a noun is a word we use for a thing. Right? A verb is a word we use for an action, while a noun is a word we use for a thing. Can you repeat that, Tamara? What is a verb?
A verb is for show.
One more time. A verb is a word we use for a thing.
A verb is a word we use for
For a thing.
action.
An action. One more time, Tamara. A verb is a word we use for an action.
A verb is a word we use for an action.
Okay. What is a verb, Lily? What is a verb, Lily?
Verb is action.
A verb is a word we use for an action.
A verb is used a word for action.
One more time, Lily. A verb is a word we use for an action.
Verb is a word
We use for an action.
we use for the action.
One more time. What is a verb, Lily?
Verb is word we use for action.
Very good. A verb is a word we use for an action.
Verb is used.
It's a word.
Verb is a word
Mhm.
we use.
We use for an action.
For action.
One more time, Lily. A verb. Okay, you can write it down. A verb is a word we use for an action.
We
Use for an action.
for our action.
Okay. What is a verb, Lily? What is a verb, Lily?
A verb is a verb. A verb is a verb.
A verb is a word that we use for an action. Say that again.
A verb is a word we use for action.
Very good. For the last time, what is a verb, Lily?
A verb is a word we use for action.
Very good. Now, what is a noun, Esther? What is a noun, Esther?
Noun is something name.
A noun is
A noun is
a noun is the name of a thing.
a noun is
The name of a thing.
of a name
Of a thing.
of a thing.
One more time. A noun is the name of a thing.
A noun is a name
Of a thing.
of a thing.
Okay, one more time. What is a noun, Esther? What is a noun, Esther?
Noun is
A name
a name
of a thing.
Of thing.
One more time. Of a thing.
Of
A thing.
of
Okay?
a thing.
Of a thing. A noun is the name of a thing. The name of a thing. A name of a thing.
A noun is the name of a thing.
One more time. What is a noun, Esther? What
Noun.
is a noun, Esther?
Noun is the name of the thing.
Okay, of a thing.
Of a thing.
Alright, one more time. For the next time, what is a noun, Esther?
Noun is the name of a thing.
Is paper a noun or a verb, Tamara? Is paper a verb or a noun, Tamara?
Paper is a noun.
Okay, how about this? Is jogging a name or an action? Lily?
Jogging. and
Jogging? Is it a name or an action? What is it?
Run.
It is running. So
It is running.
jogging is a verb.
It is running. So jogging is verb.
Jogging is a verb.
Jogging is verb.
Okay, one more time. How about this word? Is run a verb or a noun? Esther? Is run a verb or a noun? Esther?
Run is a verb.
Run is a verb. That's good. Next. Is pocket a noun or a verb? Lily. Is pocket a noun or a verb? Lily.
Pocket.
Pocket.
Pocket. Yeah.
Pocket. Yeah. Is pocket a noun or a verb?
Pocket is noun.
Very good. Next. Is basket a noun or a verb? Tamara? Is basket a noun or a verb?
Basket is a noun.
Alright, next. That's good. Is dance a verb or a noun? Esther.
A dance is verb.
Dance is a verb.
Dance is a verb.
One more time. Dance is a verb.
Dance is a verb.
Okay, next. Is object a noun or a verb? Tamara, is object a noun or a verb?
Object is a verb.
Okay. How about this? Is project a noun or a verb? Esther, is project a noun or a verb?
Project is verb.
Project is...
Verb.
Is she correct, Lily? Is she correct, Lily?
She correct.
Is she correct?
She
Project.
correct.
Project.
I think
Mm-hmm.
project is noun.
How did you know that it is a noun, Lily? How did you know it is a noun, Lily?
Noun.
Mm-hmm.
Project.
Project. So remember, we had our lesson yesterday and we found out that some words which have two syllables can either be a verb or a noun at the same time. But it depends upon your stress, which will determine if it's really a noun or a verb. Like for example, like this example. Okay, let's. This word can either be a verb or a noun. How will we know if this word is a verb, Tamara? How will we know if this word is a verb?
We can know it is a verb or a noun by the stress.
By the stress, that's very good. So if this is a verb, where do we put the stress, Lily? Where do you put the stress if this is a verb?
Front.
Is it in the first syllable or in the second syllable?
Noun is first, second.
We put the stress on the first syllable if it's a noun. Can you do it? We put the stress on the first syllable if it's a noun.
Noun is
We put the stress
we put
the
stress
stress on the first syllable
on first syllable
if it's a noun.
if it is a noun.
Okay, how about this? Where do we put the stress if the word here is a verb, Esther? Where do we put the stress if the word here is a verb?
Verb.
Mm-hmm.
Two. Second.
Second syllable. So we put the stress on the second syllable. Can you say it?
We put
The stress
the stress
on the second syllable.
on the second
Syllable.
syllable.
One more time. We put the stress on the second syllable.
We put the stress second
The second syllable of the word.
syllable.
Okay, one more time. We put the stress in the second syllable.
We put
The stress.
we
put the stress.
We put
The stress
on
the
the
second
syllable.
Okay, so this is the question. Is the word suspect a verb or a noun, Esther? Is the word suspect a verb or a noun, Esther?
Suspect is verb.
Suspect.
Suspect is noun.
Okay, one more time. Is the word suspect a verb or a noun, Esther?
Suspect is
Suspect.
is noun.
Okay, very good. How about this? Is the word suspect a verb or a noun, Lily? Is the word suspect a verb or a noun, Lily? Suspect. Suspect.
Suspect is verb.
A verb. Next question. Is the word refund a verb or a noun, Tamara? Is the word refund a verb or a noun, Tamara?
Refund is a verb.
Refund. Refund.
Refund.
Is the word refund a verb or a noun?
Refund is a noun.
Very good. How about if it's a verb? How do you pronounce refund as a verb, Tamara? How do you pronounce refund as a verb?
We pronounce refund as a verb. Refund.
Okay, next question. Is the word record a verb or a noun, Esther? Is the word record a noun or a verb, Esther?
Record is verb.
One more time. Record. So the stress in the first is on the first syllable. Is the word record a noun or a verb, Esther?
Record is noun.
A noun. How do you pronounce record if it's in the verb form? If it's in a verb form.
Record
Mm-hmm.
is verb.
Okay, record.
Record.
One more time. Record is a verb.
Record is verb.
Record is a noun.
Record is noun.
Okay, next. Address. Is address a noun or verb? Lily? Is address a noun or verb? Lily?
Address.
Address.
Address is noun.
Okay, what is the verb form of the word address
Address.
as a verb? How do you pronounce address as a verb?
Verb form is address.
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 Okay, the verb form of the word address is address.
Address.
Okay, how do you pronounce address if it's a verb? Lily, how do you pronounce address if it's a verb?
Address is.
We pronounce address as a verb.
Yeah,
Address.
Address.
Okay, one more time.
Address. Verb form.
Address, if we pronounce address in the verb form as
We pronounce address. Verb form. Address.
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 One more time.
Address.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Address is a noun.
Address is a noun.
Address is a verb.
Address is verb.
Okay, next. Excuse me. Is the word permit a verb or a noun, Tamara? Is the word permit a verb or a noun, Tamara?
Permit.
Permit.
Permit is a noun.
How about the verb form of the word permit?
The verb form is permit.
Okay, good. Next. Is the word escort a noun or verb? Esther, is the word escort a noun or a verb? Lily. Esther. Sorry.
Escort.
Escort.
Escort. Escort is noun.
Okay. What is the verb form of the word escort?
The verb escort is escort.
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 One more time. The verb form
The verb form.
of the word escort is escort.
The verb form
of the word escort
of the word escort
is
is
escort.
escort.
Okay, next. Let's go back to the simplest question.